I had a great week thrifting books, and so I wanted to share some of my finds with you guys. The first series that I thrifted, I was able to find 5 out of 7 in the series, but this is the Outlander series. I have watched the first season or 2 of the show. However, I wanted to stop and go through the series and actually read it myself. Each of these was only $2.99 at my local secondhand bookstore. The next book I picked up was The Push by Ashley Audrain, and this one was actually at my local Goodwill, and I purchased it for $3.99. Next up, I picked the first book in the Game of Thrones series. Again, everyone knows that there's a great show that's adapted from this series. I have not personally seen it, so I decided I'd rather try to read the series. This was also $2.99 at my local secondhand bookstore. One of my favorite authors is Cassandra Khaw. She writes a lot of horror, and this is another novella by her that I have not read. Super excited to get into it, and this was $4.99 at my local secondhand bookstore. Next up is The Mists of Avalon. This is one I had never heard about, but I came across it in my local bookstore, and the clerk was super into this series and highly recommended it to me. So I'm excited to get into it, and this one was $2.99. Next up is The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. This has been on my TBR for a while, and I did find it at my secondhand bookstore for only $2.99. I also purchased Lilith, and this book is a feminist fiction novel that I'm super excited to get into. It definitely plays off Christian themes, and I purchased this for $3.99 at my local Goodwill. I also was able to purchase 2 hardcover books in great condition from Goodwill. These are by Nora Roberts. The first is Inheritance, and this is the first book in her trilogy, and then Mirror, which is the second book in the same trilogy. Each of these was $4.99. And lastly, we have Clytemnestra, which I think I'm saying correctly, and I purchased this one for $3.99 at my local Goodwill. Overall, I was able to find so many good books this week. If you are an avid reader, I highly recommend that you look at secondhand bookstores or at local thrift stores for any lightly used books. I definitely think a lot of these books from the 90s or around that period of time, there are so many copies out there that are hardly touched just because at the time, e-readers weren't super popular, and so I highly recommend looking for those. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more about these books, please watch my full-length video on YouTube.